Reach Beyond Domestic Violence serves 27 communities and towns in the Metro West Massachusetts area, including Needham. Based in Waltham, they provide direct services for anyone experiencing domestic violence or abuse. We spoke with Jessica Tepero, Director of Prevention Programs from Reach Beyond Domestic Violence, to learn about how the organization is adapting and continuing to provide stability and connection despite the COVID-19 pandemic.
We made the difficult but important decision to close our offices in mid-March, so March 16th. And so all of our community-based work has been done virtually since then, as you know, many of us have experienced in different industries. So it definitely looks different, and I think it's hard. I think that this has pushed us to think differently about how my team is so focused on engaging with people in schools and in community spaces and professional spaces. And we have to really pivot and really start to rewrite the script around, how do we connect with people and engage with people and motivate people when we can't be right in front of them. So when we were closing our physical office and thinking about kind of what is this going to look like virtually, we talked about, what we may see and hear and how that may affect both our staff and, of course, the survivors we work with. And we accurately predicted that our hotline would go quiet, and it by and large has. For some survivors, it's not safe to be talking to their advocate on the phone at home right now, if their abuser is in the home as well. It also may not be safe for them to be calling us, even if they leave the house, if they feel like their abuser is checking their phone records. And so that may mean that there are some folks that we would normally be in touch with that we haven't been able to have as much connection with right now. Our phone numbers are blocked. And so one of the things that's hard is that if we don't know if it's safe to leave a message, we may be calling someone back, but they don't know it's us. Many of us don't trust blocked numbers, and we're not going to leave a message unless we know that it's safe to do so. And so that's why I always say, make sure that you leave that information so that we can be in touch. We know that abuse thrives in isolation. And we also know that communities that are socially connected, where people feel like they know their neighbors and they feel connected to community leaders, tend to feel like safer communities and tend to be places where survivors feel like when and if they're ready, there's someone they can talk to. And all of us have a role in that. All of us have a role in creating communities that have healthy relationships. But really, the goal again is that we're building the capacity, the confidence, and the competence so that a survivor who may not necessarily know who we are, but is talking to their doctor or their faith leader or their child's teacher or to a friend, that person has this information and that person knows how to support them, where to refer them to, what resources they may need. When the ability to reach out in other ways is more limited, we really want to ensure that people know that regardless of what day of the year it is, regardless of, what crises may be going on in the world or holidays or weather, the hotline is always available 24/7.